Well, they've done it again, folks. OpenAI is once again back on their saddle, creating revolutionary AI products for the world, and it's kind of scary. I thought ChatGPT was bad. This is actually starting to get to a point where I think people are going to lose their jobs. Now, in the past on this channel, I've consistently talked about the jobs that I think are going to get replaced by AI versus the jobs that are just going to get supplemented, making it easier for those people who currently have those jobs to actually do them. Now, everything that I've said about that has completely been thrown up in the air and completely ripped apart, because after the revolutionary groundbreaking technology that is OpenAI's Sora, the ability to have text to video generation at a level that I never thought we would see for at least the next 5, maybe 10 years, we're actually going to have people replaced by AI. It's not a if, it's a when. Now, I know you're saying, Josh, you use a lot of hyperbole in this channel sometimes. So this is one of those instances, right? You're just getting really excited about the... No. The technology that OpenAI has shown us, just from the first couple videos generated using Sora, we can definitively say it's not an if, it's a when. And the when is now. When are people going to get replaced by AI? Well, pretty much as soon as this tool gets publicly released. Because just looking at a few of the video clips that OpenAI's Sora has generated, we can say that there are jobs that are going to absolutely be decimated as a result of this tool being made public. I've got experience in the video industry, but even I couldn't be prepared for a tool like this to come, because if I had something like this that I was doing for a living, where I was creating videos like this, now my work would be jeopardized, because people can now just simply go onto this and literally, if it's as simple and intuitive to use as ChatGPT, people can just type in whatever they want and get a fully customized video tailored to them. Or they can actually do, which is one of the more important things that I don't think people are realizing, actually taking videos and converting them into other videos. Because OpenAI's Sora isn't just strictly a text-to-video generator. You can upload a video that you took and tell it to make it a little bit different. For example, if you have a car driving down a winding dirt road and you decided, oh, all of a sudden, I actually want to take this and make it winter. You don't actually have to go and film it in the winter. You could go film it at any time of the year and then just stick it into OpenAI Sora, tell it, hey, take this video, but make it look like it's wintertime. Make some snow around and just really prompt engineer it to actually get what you want. And you can have customized video based on the video that you've already created. And you don't have to do it from text. Now, to look at a specific example here, this is a video generated by OpenAI's Sora with just a very simple prompt of saying, let's make an Italian Dalmatian in a windowsill, and he's looking out the window and he's looking at us and the camera is panning from right to left. This is a video that was generated entirely using text. Remember when like 11, 12 months ago, that video of Will Smith eating spaghetti, but it was AI generated and his face was distorting and it looked all weird, went around? People were laughing, people were joking, people found it funny that, hey, look how, uncanny valley it looks with Will Smith eating spaghetti. What a funny, harmless video. Not anymore. Because think about any type of video that you've ever seen on the internet. You could generate videos of real people walking and talking and acting. And the idea that we're going to replace people, specifically in the B-roll section of things, at this level now is something that absolutely blows my mind. I can't believe that we're already at the stage where we are actually having people replaced by AI. The ethical questions here are going to be mounting as this tool is released to the public and used in the industry. In movies, videos, TV, online content creation, it doesn't matter. Anywhere you can create a video can be done with this. Let's say, for example, that you wanted to hire a wedding videographer, but you had a cold and rainy day. Well, you hire the videographer, they come out to your wedding, they film the whole thing, and you simply take your wedding video, stick it into Sora, and say, I want you to change this so that it's now a sunny day. Well, who does that video content belong to? Does it belong to the original videographer that you paid? Does it belong to OpenAI and Sora because they changed it through that video as a reference? Or does it belong to you because now you have a newly created, fully finalized version of, although a slightly altered original version, that belongs to you? Who does it belong to? And the scariest part about this whole thing is that we no longer know when exactly a video that we're going to be watching is going to be real, or if it's going to be AI generated, or if it's going to be an AI generated video based on a real video. Think about how hard of a time you might actually have telling when this video is created just when it's being generated from text. Now we're taking actual real life video of, the real world, translating that into something that looks a little bit different using AI, and now we're seeing that online. Well, if a video was created using an original reference video as the base, well, even though it's translated, we might not be able to actually tell the difference because it's so lifelike. And I feel like this is going to be the case in the upcoming months as this tool slowly starts to get released to the public and we start to see more and more examples of it in the industry. The idea that you can just go and simply delete the meta tags removes any sort of accountability on these companies to actually make sure that the content on their websites and platforms are actually human-made. And actually, if they are created by an AI, making sure that they're AI content tagged. I think in the early stages of this tool being released to the public, we're not actually going to know whether something is created by an AI or not. And the accountability that we're expecting and hoping that platforms like Meta and OpenAI are going to actually implement into their services, we're not going to know. We're not going to know. We're going to have no idea whether or not that video is actually AI generated. There's going to be no accountability, and people are slowly, quietly going to start losing their jobs. Not because they're completely replaced overnight and a company will hire, quote unquote, an AI to do the job of that person, but rather people will just stop looking and turning to actual videographers. Because for their purposes, if they don't need a high quality, production level video, they just need some B-roll for their YouTube films, well, they don't actually have to go out and hire anyone. They can just turn to OpenAI's Sora, type in what they want for a couple hours until they get, something, or not even a couple hours, a couple of minutes until they have that final version that they want, and they just stick that in their video. And because it's generated by OpenAI and they have open creative licenses, that video, technically speaking, belongs to them. As the reliance on those videographers decreases, the reliance on those video tools is going to increase. And with the copyright laws of these being completely up in the air and us not actually knowing who is going to be in charge or actually have the legal control over those videos, who actually owns these videos, we don't know. The situation we're going to be finding ourselves in regarding these AI videos in the next year or so, and even into the next 5 years, is going to be a place where we're never going to be able to trust anything that we're actually seeing online, because the videos are going to be created by AI. And if not created by AI, they're going to take videos that were created by real people and tweak them just enough to the point where they don't have to have any original credit to that person. Something that blows me away here, more than any of the other videos that were actually created, even though it's far less detailed, is the ability for AI to actually scale back what it actually has and the capabilities that it's offering to make things seem more realistic. In this case, Sora could have easily created a high quality, high definition video of what California would look like during the gold rush. This video could have been in 4K and it would have looked amazing. But adding in that simple prompt with historical footage actually toned down what OpenAI was offering here and actually made it look like it was fuzzy. You could imagine in this case, if you had what was, a camera in the 1800s flying through the sky and looking over the town, that this would be something of what you would get. Now, we know based on that video that OpenAI's Sora can generate videos looking like historical towns in California during the gold rush. We know that. So, what's to stop me from taking the entirety of the movie, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, completely recreating it shot for shot in Sora, publishing it as my own movie, and saying, hey, this is a movie that I created myself. Every single video that you're seeing here was created using OpenAI's Sora. Sure, the videos that were being used for reference was The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, one of the greatest cowboy films of all time. But hey man, this is my spaghetti western now. I own this footage and all the material in it is completely unique to me. It doesn't matter that I used somebody else's work as a basis. I created this because I was able to use something like this AI tool to actually make the videos my own. Now I have a completely unique and original movie, even though I never actually went out and filmed anything. Does that belong to me? Does it belong to OpenAI? Does it belong to the entirety of the people who were making The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly because I used that as a reference? The questions here are mounting. As it seems, the true threat to our jobs is not in fact AI models, it's convenience. And AI is just a new way of delivering that convenience that we've never seen before. So the questions we should be asking ourselves are, how much are we willing to pay for that convenience? And regardless of what that dollar amount actually ends up being, what's the true cost we're actually paying?